Have you ever wondered how the communication between a user and a system takes place? How does system hardware understand the instruction given by a user? Well, don't stress much as you will find out the answers to all such questions in this video. Welcome back students, I am Bhavna and today we are going to learn about operating systems. Now, what is an operating system? Operating system, or we call it OS, are the biggest software programs that run on a computer system that allow you to communicate with the computer without knowing its language. So without operating system, hardware is nothing but a piece of engineered machinery. It needs an interface to fill the communication gap between the hardware and a user that could translate the instructions given by the user in a high-level language to machine language, which a computer can understand. So we can say that OS acts as an intermediary between a user and a computer hardware and provides the required environment for execution of different programs efficiently. Some of the common examples of OS that run on PCs are Microsoft Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So if we consider other electronic machines, the program that runs an automatic washing machine or controls electronic subsystems in a car can also be referred to as an OS. One of the best examples of contemporary OS is Android. As we discussed, to make a PC operational, a typical OS is needed. So we first determine our needs for an OS. Broadly, two categories of OS are available in the world. First up, we have proprietary OS. A proprietary operating system is one which are conceptualized, designed, developed and sold by reputed software development companies. There is a significant license fee that is to be paid for owning these OS. Microsoft Windows is the best example of this category. Next up, we have open source OS. Open source operating systems are developed, supported and engineered by an open community of freelance developers and programmers around the world. Since no one is the owner of these OS and they are available for free to everyone. The best example of this category is Linux. Let's now look into the types of operating systems. Operating systems are of following types. Single user operating system. It does not allow different user accounts to be created and used. Since no user account is facilitated, every file, every data and every resource is accessible for the user that logs in into the PC. For example, MS-DOS. A single tasking operating system. It do not allow multiple tasks to run at the same time. User can run only one program at a time. Now Palm OS. It is designed to work on PDAs. Is one such example of single tasking OS. A multi-user OS, as the name suggests, is one that allows multiple users to log into the system. Although it does not necessarily mean that all users can log in at the same time. In this OS, different libraries are configured in the system for multiple users. UNIX and Windows are best example of this category. In a multitasking OS, users can run multiple tasks at the same time in these operating systems. So the processor is timely shared between all the running tasks, thereby allowing multiple tasks to run at the same time. Now Microsoft Windows, Mac OS and Linux distributions are some of the examples of multi-user OS. Now what are the functions of an operating system? So operating system performs the following functions in a PC. OS provides an interface for the users to interact with the system. This interface is nothing but a screen that may contain information for the user. So depending upon the interfaces provided, operating systems are of two types. One is GUI OS, which is Graphical User Interface Operating System. And another is CUI OS, which is Character User Interface Operating System. GUI OS. It is a visual representation of communication presented to the user for easy interaction with the machine. It provides an interactive screen design with many graphical objects like icons, bars, wallpapers, dialog boxes, etc. So communication can be performed by interacting with these icons rather than the usual text-based or command-based communication. Next, we have the CUI OS. It is one that provides a command line and nothing else. It is a user interface where the user interacts with the computer solely through the keyboard and requires a command to perform any task. So, OS also manages files. An operating system keeps track of information regarding the creation, deletion, transfer, copy, and storage of files in an organized way. Every OS provides an explorer that facilitates user to explore files and folders. The folder is basically a kind of basket that collects the different files. Files are of different types like text files, image files, audio, video, etc. OSs usually identify a file by its type and provide an application program to open it. So OS manages memories as well. An operating system manages the allocation and deallocation of the memory to various processes and ensures that the other process does not consume the memory allocated to one process. So a computer system works on a hierarchy of memories deployed inside of it. Depending upon their types, some are used as a small memory while some are used as a very large memory. And OS works here to coordinate among all memory units of a PC, thereby enabling the user to access his or her files efficiently. Now, OS also manages devices attached to the system. Operating system receives the requests from devices like input and output devices. It performs a specific task and communicates back to the requesting process. So they come with an inbuilt interface that enables the different types of devices to interact with the PC. Devices usually need a specific program called device driver. We need to install these drivers so that our OS is able to communicate with the device. But nowadays, modern OSs are equipped with drivers of numerous devices. Hence today, we do not need to specifically install a device driver on a PC. So OS also manages the processors. Processor is the core part of the PC where actual task is accomplished. Since processor is a hardware chip, it processes the instructions stored in different memory areas. OS here works for the best possible route map that the processor can follow for effortless processing. Instructions stored in RAM are accessed straight away by the processor, while instructions that are stored in HDD are first transferred to the RAM and then accessed by the processor. With this, we come to the end of this video. We learnt about operating system, open source and proprietary operating systems, types of operating system and functions of operating systems. Now that we are through with the basic understanding of operating systems, we will discuss about it in detail in our next video. Till then, find out which operating system your PC or phone is using. See you in our next video.